And welcome back to another episode of Cats Cup Podcast. You're here with your hosts, Christian, Justin, and Cody. What?
No, I was pointing.
Oh.
Just
No, you were pointing at like a corner or something. I don't know.
yeah, Justin's in the corner. He's in the corner.
I guess it's flipped for me because you're pointing like in like a total wrong direction.
So Justin,
Same for me too. I agree with that, but it's all good. Cody, we know what you mean.
So boys, we had a phenomenal win over Ole Miss.
they played Ole Miss this week.
Yeah, we destroyed them. Yep.
I
Kentucky.
think if my memory serves me right, I think two of the three guys on here tonight predicted a UK win. Actually, is that true?
Somebody about got it right. I ain't gonna point at no
Hey,
names.
I was 23-21. I thought
Yeah,
we'd
you were
have
close.
at least.
I
thought we'd have at least
I
one
said
football.
Kentucky. I said Kentucky 21-17. So I was just off point, boys. I was just off point. I'm just kidding. I thought Ole Miss was. I ain't gonna lie. I just really.
You ain't got no confidence.
Well, all I'm saying is every time I pick the other team, we play good.
Okay, so always pick against us.
I'm just always gonna pick against us because it works. They know.
If you lower the standard of your expectation, then then you win and all that stuff. It just like no matter what happens, it just blows it all up. And
I'm
you're
a
just
Browns
so
fan. My
that much better about
expectations are
yourself.
literally at the bottom of the floor, and they still just can't meet them. Never mind. We're not going to talk about that loser organization. We're going to talk about our Cats. Huge upset from our Cats on Saturday.
Yes.
Huge, absolutely insane game. Went down to the wire, literally.
Things you love.
Very exciting day to be a Kentucky Wildcat fan. Very good weekend to be a Wildcats fan. Very
Yeah.
good weekend.
Yeah. So, boys, I know we all. What?
I just want to ask if Justin wanted to talk about the football.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to ask. I was going to say, Justin.
Oh, okay.
Justin's locked in. I mean, he's texting a big bunch about the football game.
Well,
So, Justin-
listen, I did not catch till the last like 3.5 minutes because our electricity was out. So all I could do was just stay up to date with the score and all that stuff. But I will say, that last 3.5 to 4 minutes of the game was worth every bit of it. Totally stoked about it. It was an awesome ending, anyways. So, I mean, what can you say? I mean, Coach Stoops just shocked me. I'll just say it like that. He shocked me.
He shocked everybody.
He
He
shot
shot-
Lane
he-
Kiffin, too.
Yeah, no. Did you hear this press conference at the beginning after the game? Did you hear it, Justin?
I did. I sure did.
I didn't know Mark Stoops had that in him. That was wow.
That was funny.
Well, I mean,
He
he's
was
not
funny.
wrong. I mean, I thought he was going to punt. I couldn't believe he went for it.
Yeah. It was awesome. But no, I think overall, I mean, our defense is elite though. You just
Oh no.
I mean, it's just to hold Georgia the way they did and then Ole Miss the way they did. I mean, man, if it wasn't for the South Carolina game being such a fluke and say if they beat Georgia and Ole Miss just so happened to do
We'd
it.
be ranked top 10.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
100%.
what I was going to say. We'd be ranked top 10 right now. I mean, you're talking like if we would have made the effort to end the game against Georgia the way we did instead of punting, at least go for it. What could have happened? You know what I mean? But it was a good game. I enjoyed it.
A good game.
Watch. It was a great game.
That was a
It's a
fantastic
game. It was an awesome
Yeah,
game.
not just great.
Listen, I had to shotgun
Absolutely.
2 Red Bulls because we won. Housed them.
Housed them.
It was
I don't
amazing.
think you said that right.
Housed them?
Is it house or is that? I don't know how to.
Housed?
We're gonna skip that. I'm sorry.
Like housed?
Yeah,
Housed.
you said housed. Housed.
Housed them?
Housed.
Yeah.
Not like house, like a house.
Yes, that's what I
you-
said.
No. Never mind.
That's what I said, Cody. You quit trying to be a little devious little, you little snake. I'm tired of you. Over here trying to make fun of me.
My bad.
I'll
I'm
make
not
fun
trying.
of you.
No.
I'm gonna start an agenda, and it's gonna be to hate on Cody, and it's gonna be Cody sits when he pees.
We're not gonna be able to put that on the radio. You realize that, right? He's not gonna let
Sits
us.
when he pees.
Yeah, they wouldn't even let us bring that into SEC Nation.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's very derogatory. That made me so mad. They told me it was too derogatory because I said Beamer sits when he pees. That's the stupidest bull crap I've ever heard. Yeah, and there's people with horrible gestures on their sign.
Oh,
and
there
you
was
just
a
see
bad
them. I'm like,
one.
you're joking. Anyways, off that.
We
note.
lost because they wouldn't let us bring
Exactly.
that sign in.
Oh,
It is radio approved. Okay,
It's-
well, that was good.
yeah, that's right. And Cody deserves it. Oh, and Cody does it. Oh, I thought you said Cody deserves it. Can you confirm that? Anyways. But yeah, going back to the Kentucky Ole Miss game, I'll be honest. I mean, when they came out and they scored, what are you laughing at, Cody?
I hear Phoebe and they play with their toy.
That's why I muted it real quick. I'm sorry, guys.
Justin,
She got a new toy today, so she's
she's
ecstatic.
going to
love
about it.
town.
She's
She's
going
going
to
to
town.
town.
She's ecstatic. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, Chris.
No, you don't gotta mute. You don't gotta mute.
Okay. So from this 20-17 win for the Cats, what do you guys think is like the biggest takeaway? that you
Just
got?
Well, man, there's so many. First of all, Vandergrift. What? Vandergrift threw for 243 yards. We converted 3 of 3 on fourth downs. I mean, that's a couple positives right there. The fact we we went forward there in the fourth quarter. I mean, I'm just totally, I mean, those are the big things for me as far as that goes.
Are you guys just not a trick shot artist? Okay.
gosh.
No, I'm down.
Christian
All right.
does stand when he poops. He does stand when he poops.
Okay. Sorry. It's
Those are
easier.
good.
Anyways, back to football. Justin, great points. It's fantastic points.
Good point. Really sharp.
I really like the stats you brought to the table here tonight. They're fantastic. Just about as fantastic as our defense was.
Tell
Our
me about it.
defense looked amazing, and we did it without cornerback one, Maxwell Harrison.
Yes. Cody's the most unserious person. No, I'm serious. I'm so serious.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
I thought the best thing about the day was our special teams.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a
Hey,
question. This is about special teams. So that first punt that we had, who was kicking the ball? Somebody in like 49 was kicking it. It wasn't who we usually have out there, but it was. I could never figure out who it was. But it wasn't. What's his name? I'm unprepared.
Come on, Cody.
I didn't have time to prepare for this.
You had more time than me.
Well, we had to look for Shawnee Anvil today.
Oh my gosh. Of course, you got to bring that up. Listen, I got sent a picture. I'll just tell everybody what we're talking about. So me and Cody had to go find an anvil today, and we had to carry it. And so I was sent a picture of an anvil. It was very shiny. It was very gray. So I was looking for very shiny, very gray. And there was not one. So I kept looking, and apparently I was looking right at it and didn't realize I was looking right at it. And Cody's like, I found it. I'm like, where? He goes, right here. I'm like, oh. So, yeah. There you go, Cody.
Thank you. Go back to the game. Is it my turn to talk?
It's always your turn to talk. Go
Okay,
ahead.
it's my
You
turn.
have the right of way.
I'll just go in detail on the whole game. Offense looked the best it's looked all year. Brock actually looked like he could throw football a little bit. Offense line looked like they could actually pass block him, run block a little bit. Wide receivers, Dane Key absolutely dominated the game. Barryon had a good game. Ferrier had a catch. Didn't see a lot with tight ends besides Caddis's fumble recovery into the end zone. Willie Rodriguez had a massive hit first play of the game. Shout out to him, dude. He lit whoever that Ole Miss player was up, dude. And Aiden LaRosse, thank you. I didn't know who that was. But he had a catch though. I wish they'd play him a little bit more, but I guess I understand why they're not, because try to save him for next year. But he could do a lot of good with us. But really good offensively. Offensive line looked really good. Jagger Burton playing for the first time this week. Oh, let's see. Jansen said, if Danke stays for 4 years, will he be the best wide receiver in Kentucky history? I'll hang up and listen. Okay.
Honestly, I think he has to continue what he's had the last 2 games. The last 2 games he's had, I think last week he had 7 receptions for 145. This week he was 7 receptions for like 105 and a touchdown. If he can continue kind of like those stat lines for the rest of the year, and then next year do the same thing for the consistency of the year and have some like huge plays in some like really big rivalry games. And without Dane Key in that game versus Ole Miss, we don't win. Let's be real. Dane Key was coming clutch throughout the game, catches the touchdown. Should have had 2. Let's be real. That PI. But he has the potential to become a top 5, honestly.
Yeah. Which we talk about, receivers, Randall Cobb, Lynn Bowden, all those guys played receiver, but they also played quarterback. They also played a little running back. All those guys did different things. So if we're talking just strictly wide receivers, I think he definitely can. Like Christian said, I think if he keeps putting up 100-yard games and 1 to 2 touchdowns a game, he definitely can be one of the best wide receivers we've seen in Kentucky football history. But I think it's going to be hard for him. But, he's had 2 good games. He had a really good game with Ole Miss. Their defense is pretty good. Mm-hmm. So, they had to switch corners on him a couple times because the corners couldn't do anything with him. Like Craig East, I like what Bush just said. Craig East was just a wide receiver. And, he didn't have to play quarterback, running back, anything like that. What are you laughing at?
He said he's just a receiver.
Yeah, he was just a receiver. He was. He didn't have to do what Lynn Bowden and Randall Cobb had to do. But I think he can be just as good as Craig East was. We just got to hope that Brock continues to play like he did against. Continue giving the ball, and offensive line. Hopefully, we pray that they block as well as they did against Ohio and Ole Miss. Now, I will say that Ole Miss sacked us a couple times. But a couple of those times I will blame Brock. There was a couple times Brock got out of the pocket. Got to get rid of the football. You got to get rid of the football. That's something that aggravated me a little bit. We shouldn't have had a couple sacks just because he could have got rid of the football and we wouldn't even had to worry about that. But
Jensen's right. Happy Brocktober for all of you who celebrate. It's Brocktoberfest, baby. Let's get it.
Christian is a Browns fan. That's why he's laughing so much.
Yeah. Aren't you a Titans fan?
But they did win yesterday.
Yeah, against the Dolphins.
You all lost to the Raiders.
Okay, the Raiders are like 3-2 or something like that.
We beat the Raiders.
Okay. Everybody beats everybody in the NFL. That's how it goes.
Unless you're Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Or Patrick Mahomes and the refs. But
I don't want to get off on that tangent. If you want to hear my tangent, tune in to Down with the Browns after this. That's how.
Hey, don't be shouting out other podcasts here.
Hey, buddy, I run them both.
It don't matter.
My name's on them both, buddy. That's how it works.
Well, my name's on this one too. So We don't allow it. Me and Justin, our names are on it. We don't like it.
Hey, I pay my taxes. Okay.
Okay.
You pay your
Anyways.
$2 in taxes.
Hey, listen, my check gets cut taxes every
Cat
time.
cut. Does it get cats cut?
Yeah. Hey, do you think we could implement a cat's cut tax?
Okay, so what would it be?
50%.
No,
I like it. I like it.
Bush, what do you
no.
think? 50% of all Americans that live in Louisville. Oh, I like
Oh
it.
yeah, just well, doesn't Bush
Louvillians.
live near Louisville?
Who?
Don't Bush? Bush, don't you? Okay, never mind.
No, he don't live in the city limits.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know we don't live in the city limits, but we're not going to talk about that anymore.
But I would if I want to.
But defensively, go back to the game. Defensively, look really good. Your defense line, I'm absolutely showed out.
Dion
Octavius-
Walker.
Dude, I watched Dion. So guys, I'm at work trying to watch this game. I couldn't even work. Like I took a 4-hour break just watching the game. But I
So why are
watched.
you always tired if you're taking 4-hour breaks?
Well, I don't ever take 4-hour breaks. I would like
You just
watch the
admitted
game.
you're
I would-
live. You're caught in
I would-
4K.
No, I would go watch the game, go out, then I took my lunch, then I went back to work, and I kept coming back and forth. I was back and forth. But I watched the play. Dion Walker had got blocked by I think the guard, and he just got two hands and pushed him out of the way, and then the tackle had seen him, and he put his hand on his shoulder pad and shoved him out of the way to get to the quarterback. Just like in seconds, it was. I laughed and I was like, "That's just insane." But he didn't get the sack though. It was Octavius got there first. Now Octavius Oxendine had a great game.
Right. That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, Cuddy. I know you're getting
It's okay.
down with the defense there.
You're
getting
good.
nitty gritty down in the trenches of the defense. But Mark Stoops was named the Dodd Trophy Coach of the Week.
I thought it was Paul Bear Bryant, Coach of the Week.
Nope, that's what this graphic says. The Dodd Trophy, presented by PNC.
Oh, if we're going to talk about just off-topic things, Kentucky just got a 3-star offensive lineman, Jaden Clark, for the 2025 season next year. So, good pickup by Kentucky. I can't give you any stats on him, but he is bigger than Dion Walker. So,
Yeah. So,
big guy.
guys, after this monumental win, because this is going to be a win that we talk about forever.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be one of them that showed in all the highlights, the big throw to Barry on 4th down, the dang key touchdown, all the defensive plays, you know. So, like, how do you think this affects the Cats moving forward?
How does it affect us?
Yeah, like, how do you think it's going to get all the fans back that sold all their season tickets after week 2? Do you think the field's going to be packed? Do you think everything's going to be back to where it was, where we thought it was going to be after week 1?
No.
I don't think it's going to meet the hype after week 1, but I will say it'll give us the confidence that we need going up against teams like Vanderbilt, you know, Florida, the ones that we should have done to South Carolina, we should be able to accomplish with a much greater confidence going forward with those teams. Of course, yeah, to me, I feel like you enter the rest of the season just with your head up saying, okay, we got this. We can, you know, we beat Ole Miss. We competed with Georgia. We can play with anybody in the country. And I think that for the team itself, that's just such a confidence booster for them. But as far as the hype for the fans there at Kentucky, I would say no. That's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much at where we thought we would be at the beginning of the year, because we thought we would beat Southern Miss. We thought we'd beat South Carolina,
and
lose to Georgia,
Ohio.
beat Ohio, and then lose to Ole Miss.
Yeah. But I think the South Carolina one I think losing to South Carolina really lost everybody. I think you got some people back after the Georgia game, because I wouldn't say that was a big loss. I would say that was almost a win for us. How well we played them.
Mm.
And I think the Ole Miss game brought some more people back, but I think you've got to beat Vandy, go to Florida and win, beat Auburn, which I think is going to be kind of tough. Auburn's pretty good. And I think you need to win Tennessee or you need to win Texas. You got to win one of those.
Well, okay, so out of these next 3 matchups we have, because you said, we've got Vandy, Florida, and then Auburn. See,
Well,
out of the two of the next 3 that we play, Florida's on the verge of firing their coach. Auburn seems like it's a mess right now with Hugh Freeze. Like, some of the quotes I'm seeing out of Auburn right now is like just straight treachery. Like, I mean, it's awful. So, I mean, we could capitalize on bad locker rooms for 2 of those 3 weeks. And, I mean, Vandy, you got to still prepare for Vandy and go in there and play your best ball, or they could sneak up and beat you. But, like, Auburn and Florida, I mean,
the only
reason
Florida is going to be hard just because it's at Florida.
Yeah.
I think you need to, if you play like you did against Ole Miss, if your offense plays just a little bit better, you should beat Vanderbilt by 2 to 3 touchdowns. If you play like you did against Ole Miss, like Vandy's not really. I mean, they played good against Missouri, but I think Missouri's. I don't think they're as good as everybody thinks they are. I think they're going to get to. They got to play Alabama at Alabama this year, so I think they'll get beat pretty good against them. But I mean, and they also don't have that tough of a schedule. They don't really play too many people, and then they got to play Oklahoma and then Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 2 hardest games they got compared to all of our teams that we play are difficult, but besides Vanderbilt and the 3 others in Louisville. But it's just, I don't know. I think you have to beat Tennessee. I think if you beat Tennessee at Tennessee, like after you've beaten Vandy, after you've beaten Florida, after you've beaten Auburn, then you go into Tennessee and win. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Because that puts you at only 2 losses, and I think you'll be top 15. Because I think Tennessee will be a top 3 team before we get to them.
I ain't gonna lie, I could see us sneaking into the top 25 this Saturday. Like after this Saturday, I know we're not playing, but I could see some teams losing and us sneak right in.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do. But we are 35th is what I think we were put at. But I think after we beat Vandy, we'll be top 25. But I like what Bush just said in the comments. He said, got to beat all 3, no excuses, 100%. You cannot lose to those 3, especially Vandy. Vandy's never really that good. I mean, they beat you a couple years ago. They played with you at home. But and then Florida's going to be kind of tough. I think you go into Gainesville and win that one. Then Auburn, they're a decent team. I think you beat them by a touchdown, maybe, depending on how your offense decides to play that day. But I think you go 3-0 the next 3 weeks after the bye, and you go into Tennessee feeling really good. And I don't know, does Tennessee have to play Bama before us? Do they got to play Bama? I know they got Georgia and Bama.
Yeah, you talking about Tennessee playing Alabama?
Yeah,
they got to play. I think it's the weekend of the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Alabama plays Tennessee. It might be the 12th, but it's coming up soon. It's coming up soon, though.
Yeah, because that's the week everybody's talking about, like being like the best weekend of college football.
Because Georgia's got to play like Texas, and that's going to be a good game. I keep forgetting they've got to go to Texas. You're going to see how good Texas is if they can beat Georgia. That'll give you a little heads up on what they're made of, but because they've really not played nobody either besides Michigan. But that they've got Arch back there, which I think Arch can do just as good as Quinn Ewers can.
Yeah, future Cleveland Brown.
Future Carolina Panther.
No, you got Andy Dalton. He's your future.
We don't want – no, he's not.
Andy Dalton.
No, he's not.
Red Rifle, baby.
Red Rifle.
But, dude, I'm back. I'm thinking national championship, if we just go in there underdog. No, I'm joking. Do not clip that and post that. That's 100% a joke. But it was awesome Saturday because I was talking to some people and I was just like, I just want them to go in there, play a good game, make it competitive. And like right off the rip, I mean, it's a close game. We're getting pressure, we're getting plays, we're getting first downs. Like, I mean, it's looking like a competent game. And then, starts in the fourth quarter. It's like 4th and like 8 or something like that. And game's like pretty much on the line on that big 4th down.
Yeah.
And Brock just airs it out to Barry on the sideline. I was like, oh my God. 63 yards, man. That was
Yeah.
that
Like
was
I'm at work screaming because of that play because I had to I took we get like 2 15s and a lunch.
he took
I
his
took
third lunch of the day.
I took my last break that I could have all day, so I stopped there on the 4th down, and then I freaked out. Everybody's like, "Cody, what happened? Everything okay?" He's like, "We just got 4th and 7." They're like, "Are you serious?"
Cody did his best Kevin from The Office impression. First lunch, second lunch, third lunch, fourth break.
But Dylan commented on YouTube. He said, "We don't only have to win, but I think we have to win in dominating fashion against at least Vandy and Auburn. You can go into Florida and win a 1-score ball game. I think you can win in dominating fashion against Vandy. I don't see you doing that against Auburn. Auburn's too good of a team to do that. I can see you winning against Florida by more than 1 score, and then not beating Auburn in a dominating fashion. But I think Auburn's the toughest game out of those 3. And it being at home, I think, like I said, it's going to be a little bit tougher. But because they should have won the game this week. They lost that game to Oklahoma and should not have lost that game to Oklahoma. They threw an interception there late and gave Oklahoma into field goal range, and that's how they won. But, yeah, I think you should dominate Vandy. I think the talent that you have on the defensive side, I don't think Vandy, they may not even score but 1 touchdown.
So, bigger question is there going to be a game we're going to get Justin at the Kroger Field?
Justin, we
That's
need
the
you
bigger
at
question.
the grocery store. I need you at the grocery store.
That's a good question.
We're putting pressure.
That's a good question. We'll have to talk about that, fellas.
I know how we can do it. We just got to talk about it.
I mean,
I already know.
I know a way.
I do too.
I know about 3 ways, actually.
Harris beat us 3 times in the 4th and 11.
I know about 5 ways, actually.
What do you think would be what do you think would be the best game to go to on the schedule at Kroger
Auburn.
Field?
Auburn or
The
Louisville.
best game, I think,
Left
if you're
at Kroger.
honestly, I would think
It has to be an SEC game. Yeah, for
I
sure.
was gonna say the Louisville game. I think that would be a
Well, he
pretty
said
fun
SEC.
one.
He said SEC.
I
I'm
know.
going to say SEC. I wanted to say.
Oh, the Louisville game will be fun. It also depends on how we're doing.
Well, we'll beat
Dylan-
the dog crap out of them anyway.
Well,
It's
that's
Louisville.
true. Dylan said that we still have a problem with letting up chunk plays. Yeah, that is we do. Our
Yeah.
safeties kill me whenever that happens.
Dude, that one play, it was like a big 3rd down, and Christian's story's just right there.
It was at 4th and 11.
Yeah, and he just like looks at.
It's
the
like
tight
he
end.
lost the ball. It's like he lost the ball when he looked up, and that's
Well,
what.
he looked at the receiver going for the catch,
Yeah,
and like didn't do anything till he came down. It's like,
know.
dude, if you just push him, he doesn't catch that.
yeah. Well, that would have been a penalty, and that would have given him the first down.
Not if he's making a play for the ball.
That's still a penalty, even if the ball's not there.
The ball was there though. Like if he's in the air trying to catch it and you like just go for a tackle, you're making a play on the ball.
Okay, I guess that could work. Yeah, but our secondary has got to quit giving up chunk plays like that. It's killed us. We even let like Ohio and Southern Miss had a couple of those.
Yeah.
And it's what South Carolina killed us on. We just could not keep them from getting big chunk plays like that every single drive. And like I said, it killed us. So, you see what we did against Georgia. Georgia didn't even. They probably had like 1 chunk play the whole game, and then Ole Miss they had 2, and it was number 9. I think what's his name? Trey Harris. Is that what his name is?
Dude, he has insane
He's insane.
stats.
He's
It's like-
insane, dude.
Have you looked at the comparison to all the other SEC receivers? He's like 804 like yards receiving, and like the next highest is like 500 something.
That's just insane. No, he's wicked good. He really is.
It's like each game he had like progressively like more receptions and more
Yeah.
yards throughout the year.
Yeah, but your defense has got a lot of work to do. But your defense, like I said, your defensive line, your linebackers make up for the what they mess up on the secondary. Your defensive line is arguably one of the best in the country by far. And I think Derek Jackson and Jameis Dumas Johnson. I think they're arguably the two best linebackers in the country as well. So if you can fix your secondary through playing this off week in Vanderbilt, Florida, Auburn before you like Tennessee, and again, I mean Tennessee's not got a cupcake road before us anyways. I think they've got to play Bama before us. I know they've got to go to Arkansas. I think Arkansas may be a little bit tough for them. That's a good environment and a pretty decent team down there in Fayetteville. But, we'll see what we end up doing. I really do hope that. Hopefully Max is healthy through those couple weeks. Hopefully this week we could get some guys healthy enough to, we don't have to worry about that. Hopefully Chip. Hopefully we don't have that season-ending surgery.
Yeah, I mean,
Lord willing.
It's that's been the craziest thing I think so far. Like you heard, like Chip's probably coming back for the Ole Miss game, and then like the same day as we recorded last week, it's like Chip's out for the week. Yeah. Like, oh, and then like a few minutes later, it's like he could be out for the year, and I'm like, wow, that drastically changed in a matter of like 3 or 4 hours, But I mean, if you could get a back like that back in those short yardage like situations, like a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 2nd and 5, somewhere in there, I mean, a back like that would help out. But Wilcox, he's really stepped up. I think he's gonna be dangerous for us. Him and Patterson, that's gonna be a good duo.
Yeah. Which next year, I know it's too early to be talking about next year, but your running back room is loaded next year, especially what you got Brent coming in. I think that Demi Sumo Carnbay, I don't think he leaves for the draft. I just don't see him leaving.
I think he has to. I think he's a senior.
I think he's a junior.
I think he's a 5th-year senior.
No.
He's a 5th-year senior, I think.
He came in last year as a sophomore.
No, he didn't.
Oh, we're about to find out if you want to talk.
I'm pretty sure. But I think him and Chip are seniors.
Chip is a senior.
I think Demi's a
man. He is a senior. I
told you, buddy. Don't you listen to me sometimes, Mr. Know-It-All? I'm just kidding. I love you, Cody, as a friend.
Hey, buddy, he's got that COVID year. He can come back one more time.
He ain't got no COVID year. I think he was in college during COVID. Was he?
Obviously, yeah. He would have been to have to be.
No, it's not how it works.
My bad.
But going back to the Justin to a Kentucky game this year, we're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna make a poll on Facebook and Twitter, and we're gonna add all the votes up and see which game Justin's gonna go to this year.
Yeah,
and we're gonna make Cody pay for it.
Sounds good. I like it.
I might set up a GoFundMe.
You won me with Cody's got to pay for it.
Justin's going to buy season tickets now because Cody's paying for it.
Hey, we all could go to the Neyland game.
I'm not going to that.
Why are you not going to?
Huh?
Why not?
I ain't going there.
Why not?
I don't want to hear that song.
Let's put the earplugs in.
I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear the thoughts of hearing that song. Why'd you mute, Cody? Are you passing? I think he's airing the room out. He was airing some stuff out, I think. But Justin, I think we should definitely get you at a game this year. But Justin, we know that you love basketball, and Kentucky basketball is coming up here soon. Big Blue Madness is, I think, less than about 10 days from now.
I wish I could go to that.
Sold out in 24 minutes.
24. That's insane.
24 minutes to be exact.
That just tells you how hyped everybody is for this year.
Yeah, it went from about an hour to 24 minutes on how quick these things sell out.
Yeah. What is it? October 10th?
I thought it was 11th.
Oh, one of them.
I think it's the 11th because
Yeah.
the 4th is Friday.
As you can tell, guys, we do not have tickets.
No, we'll be.
We will watch all the highlights from it.
I will find a way to watch it live somehow.
Cody's gonna be, he's gonna be a security guard. He's just gonna wear the security, and it's gonna be
Yeah,
spelled
it's
wrong.
gonna say Cat's Cut on the front, Cat's Cut on the back. He's a security guy. Why does it say Cat's Cut? Who's this
Cat's
guy?
cut security. He walks Justin in on the court.
Yeah.
I like it.
Justin, would you
Ladies and gentlemen.
would you shave your head if you could appear as Mark Pope to sneak
No,
in?
absolutely not.
Well, it wouldn't even work. Justin would be here, and then Mark Pope's just all the way.
He
Yeah,
could wear
he-
stilts.
He's like 6'9" or 6'10" or something, ain't he?
Justin, you're 6
40.
13 or something like that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That sounds like a Lego. Okay, stop. But Justin, basketball's coming up. What are you most excited for?
Goodness.
Goodness.
I'm excited about several things. I'm
Ooh.
excited about number one, I'm excited to just see this style of offense at UK.
Mm-hmm.
Just the perimeter offense gets me excited. Just thinking about the 3-point game and how much that's going to be just evolutionized, changed, at UK. I think that's going to be really fun to watch. To see a coach that just truly loves UK, not saying Coach Cal Denton or whatever, but to just see somebody fanatically love the state of Kentucky and the University of Kentucky and just come in there and coach as a team and a fan base. How could you not be behind this coach and this coaching staff and their excitement? I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about when Arkansas comes into Kentucky and play this year. That game is going to be just exciting as can be. And here's my question before you say anything, Christian. Do you think Cal is going to be booed, or do you think he is going to be applauded when he comes into Rupp?
I think it depends. I think it really depends. I think it's going to depend on how they promote it and how many backwards comments that Cal makes towards Kentucky.
I've got something else. Are they going to promote the Cal game like they would the Rick Pitino game next year? Are they going to promote it?
I think Rick Pitino is trying to save face, and he wants in a Kentucky Hall of Fame or something like that, or some sort of Hall of Fame. And he's trying to make his way back to Kentucky somewhere.
He will.
He's trying.
He posted. Did you all see? I have followed him on Twitter. He posted something about the Ole Miss game. He goes, "Good win by the boys in blue. Go Cats."
He's trying to make his way back somehow, man. For sure.
He said that cracked me up when he said that.
Yeah.
Kentucky needs to play the Celtics basketball. 43 pointers attempted per game.
That's how they'll play.
I mean, we probably will. I mean, we'll shoot the lights out. Nobody's gonna be able to stop us.
We're gonna be one of them teams that live by the 3 and die by the 3.
Hope not, but
that's just the way it works.
I mean, the Warriors lived off of it for about 5-6 years, so I mean, it might work depending on if you get the right people.
That's true. That is true. I don't know.
That is true.
Yeah.
We'll find out more again. I guess Big Blue Bandits will kind of show us.
Good thing about this team, though, is the guard play backcourt. It's super deep on shooters. I mean, it's if this dude's off, hey, I mean, you could go so deep into the bench to be able to put them in there to find somebody that's on point shooting. So I think overall we're probably going to have the best 3-point team in the country, I would say.
I mean, and
I'm not just saying that. I believe honestly we should be. I don't see why we shouldn't be at this point. So,
I mean, it seems like some of our big guys can shoot. I mean, I would say Amari Williams probably can't shoot as well as I don't know. Has anybody seen him shoot? Has anybody seen any of the big guys?
If I'm not mistaken, he was a pretty good shooter.
Was he?
last year.
I thought he was more of a mid-range.
That's what I thought.
Jump shot, but more of a
No, it's Andrew
playing
Carr I'm
defense.
thinking of. I'm sorry.
Let's say
Andrew
Andrew
Carr-
Carr can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot. He'll
They
spread
said
the
that he
floor.
didn't miss for like 5 practices in a row.
It's crazy.
There's a lot to be excited about with this team. We'll just see. We'll see if Coach Pope can coach. I don't know. We've not really. Again, we've not seen. I mean, all we've got is what he did at BYU, and it wasn't
So,
really a lot.
Cody, I think we could get Justin to a Kentucky basketball game quicker than we could a football game.
Why not both?
A 2-for-1. We'll find a football game that's on
Why
the
not?
same
You
day
want
as
me
a
to
basketball game.
add a third one? You want me to add a third one?
Yep.
What about a women's game?
Yes. We'll go.
Now I
We'll
will
go
be
to all.
going. I am going to attend a couple of the men's games and the women's games. Why are you laughing? I mean, if UK women's team is playing somebody big in Memorial Coliseum, I'm gonna go watch them win.
Okay. Okay, Cody. We'll let you be the Cat's Cut interviewer. You can go interview
I'll go.
people. We'll get you a media pass.
I'll get
Might not be
arrested.
legit, but we'll get you one. It might just be like a sticker or something that says media pass.
Hello, my name is Cody.
It's a Target like name tag. That's it.
It's my pick pack thing. I just wear it.
Yeah. But, hopefully that this season, is a smooth season. Last year was pretty rough. But you know what else? I mean, there's always sometimes it's a little rough, getting a rental vehicle or after have to make an insurance claim. But whether you're looking to rent a vehicle or on an insurance claim or planning your next vacation, Cumberland Auto Rentals is here to help you. They are proudly serving the areas of Union.
Do you even know what city you live in, Christian?
No, Ewing, Pennington Gap, and Harlan. You can reach them on Facebook or call at 276-861-2710. They're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, Friday, 8 to 4. It's been a long day.
Appreciate the shout out, Christian. You did good besides mispronouncing your hometown, but
My hometown's Millsboro, buddy.
but
I was born.
Little bit of bird.
That's what my birth certificate says.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
You know who else was born in Millsboro?
Who's that?
My mom
Awesome. Well,
and Lee Majors. Ooh.
Can you give what movie was Lee Majors in?
The billion was it $1 or $1 billion man?
I don't know
million.
which one.
Million.
Yeah.
Boom.
Million.
Billion. It was a billion. No.
I don't know what
Huge.
caused you to remember the ad there and the shout out, but we appreciate it. And you know what? Even if you are in Middlesboro or Pineville or Jonesville, Virginia, Harrogate, Tennessee, you know what? It's all good. Still within driving distance from us. So
Or London, Kentucky, or Corbin. You can drive down.
drive
Yeah.
down.
You
Hey,
can get you a nice.
We've served people from there before. We'll do it again. Shoot.
If you call and you need a car and you're in London or Corbin and you contact Justin, I'll help Justin get that car to you. That's a Cat's Cut honor system.
I
And
like it.
if you call and say Cat's Cut, we'll do some promotion.
Sounds good. I like
We'll
it.
give you like $1 or something.
Sounds good. Back to basketball. Okay. Besides the Arkansas game,
$1.
is there any other game
Duke.
you look forward to Kentucky playing?
Ohio State.
Duke. Oh, Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Get back at
Bradshaw's
Bradshaw.
best, yeah.
What if Amari Williams dunks on him?
Gonzaga's gonna be a good one too.
You said it right, Cody.
Yes.
You just said how do you
Gonzaga.
you just like Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
What's that other school that
Notre
you
Dame.
never
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Notre Dame. Them fighting Irish are gonna get you. They're gonna get you.
No, but the other day I asked a question on all of our social medias. What do you guys think? How many, like, the range of wins do you think that Kentucky gets this year?
Talking about baseball.
Basketball.
We've not even mentioned baseball the whole
The
time.
Bat Cats. We'll get more into that next year. like springtime.
Hey, they start here in a couple weeks. I don't know what you're talking about. Fall baseball. They got like spring, whatever. It's soon. I promise. Just trust me.
I don't know if I do.
Trust me. You have to trust me. What do you think our record would be? Is that what you're saying? What do you think our record would be? Or are you just saying how will we do?
Like
wins. Like, are we going to win like 20 to 22 games?
I think you win at 22 games. Maybe it's more than 22. I don't think you. I think the low you is 22.
It's really hard to kind of, balance that out or justify like exactly where they're going to be at, because you really have no idea the teams, what they're going to look like that we're playing against at this point, But just off the cuff, I'd say probably around 20, 22 games at least, I would say.
I like it. I like it. I mean, that'd be a solid first year for Pope.
Yeah.
I mean, especially at Kentucky and in the SEC, and finally like putting a roster together and just having that for a little bit. I mean, that'd be a solid thing, but I just hope it ain't a losing record. Like, I hope it's not something like real close to like 500 or below 500.
I don't think that's happening. I really don't. I really don't. We've got a lot of veterans on this team. I think they're going to be good.
Yeah. So Justin, if Mark Pope was to call you and say, "Hey Justin, we need a little tutelage,"
I just said yes. I didn't even know where he's going with that.
he calls you and he needs a new guy to wax the floor. Would you do it? No, I'm kidding. But if he goes, Justin, what's one thing that you would say that this Kentucky team needs to be, mentally ready and just keep on their mind all the time? What would you say to the team, Justin?
What would I say to the team?
Yeah, what would you say if you were in the locker room and Pope's just like, buddy, I need you, Justin. This Kentucky team relies on this spark right here from you. What would you say to him?
One word: Jesus.
Oh,
oh, you didn't even see that coming, did you?
Oh no! I was thinking you was gonna say hustle.
Yeah,
loyalty,
respect.
Respect the uniform.
Justin did not catch that.
No. Hey, can we get a CATS cats chant going? Justin, you have to join in with us. You have to. Ready?
I think Cody should start us off though.
Should I? Well, if I start it off, you guys aren't going to do it.
Well, we're not 5, Cody. Come on.
Well, okay, we're not.
All right, get loud. I want you loud. I want to feel like I'm at Rupper Kroger. Come on.
Rupper Kroger?
Shut up. Okay, Mr. Perfect Grammar English teacher. How about you shut your mouth? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go pee in your gas tank or something. See how
you'd have to sit down. How would you sit down?
You're the one that sits down.
No, I do stand. Not. Well, yeah, you stand when you.
I stand. Okay, get it right, buddy. Know your facts before you.
How did we get back to this subject? Why can't we leave this subject?
Cody just keeps circling back to it because
just why?
And he won't start the chant. Come on, Cody.
Ready? Okay, I'm just going to start the beginning. You all got to say the CATS.
No, you're doing it too.
I am going to do it. Ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm kind of lagging.
You know the chant, right? You're lagging.
Yeah, you guys keep lagging.
You're lagging?
You guys are moving slowly. You're lagging.
I'm waiting on you fellas.
Okay, let's go.
Ready? Oh,
T.
Oh, Justin.
Cody, you're lagging, bro.
What do you mean I'm lagging?
Mentally. Let's go. Restart.
No, I am. Okay, ready?
Oh. Okay, we're not ready. We're not locked in. We're on a bye week.
What's that shirt?
Justin, you sounded like Cody at the Ohio game. Same enthusiasm.
We scored a touchdown. I was like,
you are the lamest person ever. Somebody told him.
Yeah. What were we talking about before we started doing the Cats trip that we didn't? We can't do.
We were
really.
talking about Cumberland Auto Rentals.
We done talked about that.
Cody said, "Get off
But
that.
whether
We
you're
don't want to talk
looking
about that
for
anymore."
it. But yeah, I think we're getting it's a little bit lighter. I think it's a good place to start to wind down this episode.
Hey, I do
Yeah.
have one. I want to go back to football though. I do have a
Oh,
question.
go back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Lead us.
Okay.
Wait. Hold
pause.
up.
We'll give him the big screen.
Okay, we're giving you the big screen.
Give it.
How
to
would
us.
you
Let's
do
hear
that?
it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Question for you guys: Who, since we're at this stage, college football this season, who do you think's coming out of the SEC on top?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Bama. I'm gonna say Bama right now.
Texas.
I think Georgia is gonna beat Texas. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it's a legit question though.
I think Bama does only because, like I said, I think Georgia goes to Austin and beats Texas. I think Ole Miss probably loses a couple more games they're not supposed to. I don't see them coming for it. I think Missouri loses a couple they're not supposed to. I don't see them competing for it. Honestly, it's really down to Alabama and Kentucky, if we're going to be honest. It's really just down to
I'd say Vandy's a close third.
probably.
I'm just kidding, boys. I would say Texas has got a shot, just due to Quinn Ewers coming back here soon, and Arch Manning. I mean, they're both balling. I'd say they got a good shot. Bama looks unstoppable right now.
How do you feel about? I mean, I know how you feel like as a Kentucky fan, but like Tennessee, like
I hate 'em.
I know, but like I was, looking at the schedules. They probably have in my opinion, one of the weaker schedules of the SEC, and that gives them an advantage. Tennessee, Alabama plays them at home. They play at Georgia. Other than that, they don't play any other ranked SEC teams, to my knowledge, going forward.
Besides us when we play them.
Well, you know what I mean. Like as of right now, to date, right now at this moment.
If look at Missouri, they've only got to play Bama. That's it.
Yeah, and they're ranked like top 10 or something like that.
And they play the school of the deaf and blind, I think, this week.
No, did you know Tennessee's actually played a school of the deaf? They actually played Tennessee School of the Deaf back in like 1902.
Wild fact.
That is a wild
no
fact.
idea.
It was like back in the early 1900s. It was crazy.
Really, Alabama and Georgia's got probably two of the more tougher SEC schedules this year than I mean, if you
Like
look at their
us.
schedules. I mean, I'm just again talking about who's coming out of the SEC. Just but I mean,
It's Kentucky, baby. All roads lead through Lakes.
All roads lead to Lexington.
if we could have just that South Carolina game, man.
We'd just beat Ohio by 52. We'd be
From the
we'd be
Rocky
top 10.
Mountains of eastern Kentucky to the rolly hills of western Kentucky.
From the
Lakes of Cumberland to the shores of Lake Michigan.
From the Alps.
From the cold Arctic
To the
air
Sahara
from
Desert.
Antarctica.
Okay, back to what matters. What matters is Jesus. And so boys, do we have our Bible verses ready? 'Cause I have mine.
I have mine. Cody, you got yours? Do we need to give you a minute and to
No,
find
I
the
got-
scripture?
I got mine.
You got it?
do.
Awesome. You
I
know what
think
that
you should go
means?
first.
Why do I always go first? I do not want to go first anymore. I'm tired of going first.
Do you not love?
I do love the Lord, but I always go first.
I'm just kidding, Cuddy.
You
Oh,
know
I
what?
can go first.
I just prefer other people before me. I mean, that's
Because
just all it
Justin
is.
knows
You do the best.
he's the best and he wants
do
to
the
go
best.
last. That's how it
No,
goes.
do you want me to go?
But hey,
No,
hey,
do
hey,
you-
hey, hey. Whoa.
Christian, do you want me to go first? Then
I'll go first.
Okay.
I got it. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. One thing that I've noticed that even in like everyday life, it's even like in relationships, even like with friendships, like me, Cody, and Justin, in a friendship way, we all love each other, and we're all kind. I mean, we pick at each other, but like it's that cool friendship because we all love each other and we do anything for each other. And it says love is patient, saying like don't rush it because like even in the relationship aspect, when you start rushing stuff, you might be rushing into something that you don't need in that aspect. And God is love, and He's not gonna, He's gonna be patient with you. He's that gentleman. He's gonna be patient with you, and He's gonna, take you down the good road.
He's the one that knocks on the door.
Yeah, and holds the door open for you when you want to get through. Yeah. So that's all I got. I'm a little tired, so yeah. But that's all I got.
I'll go. Thanks. That was good. I like that, Christian. That was good.
It's good.
I've got 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is all you need, for my power is the greatest when you are weak." Okay. It says it's 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is all you need, for my power is the greatest when you are weak." I'm sorry. That's a verse that's I read it actually yesterday. I was looking at my phone on my lunch, and I try to read a little bit, but while I'm on my lunch, I don't like to sit there and do nothing while I'm on break, but besides eat. But I like this one because whenever we're whenever we're down, and it's like, and for me, I give an example for me myself, where I lost my mom a couple of years ago. I was in a really dark spot in my life, and and that's just I turned to the Lord whenever when I was down, not feeling the greatest. I didn't want to because I kind of I was blaming Him, but going to the Lord, He's the greatest thing that can ever happen to us. He is He's our strong tower when we can lean on Him. We can ask Him for anything, and He's always listened to us. And I think there's another verse that says it's like, "Do not grieve, for the Lord is our strength," or something like that. That one always hits hard for me. So that's just, that's all I got. So
it's good. Proverbs 15:24, "He who neglects discipline despises himself, but he who listens to reproof or correction acquires understanding." I like the Passion Translation. It says, "He who neglects constructive criticism." And I believe that we stop growing when we aren't able to receive correction or constructive criticism. Some people criticize. It's easy, for example, to criticize coach and players from the stands. It's easy to criticize different people when you're sitting on a couch in the living room. But constructive criticism and true correction is about building people up, that you see like people's weaknesses and you want to try to help them grow. And I think that it's important, just as Christian was talking about love and friendships, it's important to be surrounded by people, not just by yes people, yes men all the time, but people that can offer guidance and correction to build you up and make you stronger. So I encourage everybody, each of us, whether it's in your skill set, craft, talents, abilities, or whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're doing, to never think that you're above correction, because you'll stop growing.
I like that. Like that. And like you said, Justin, I'll just want to add on that. It's like when you have all yes men, it's like that's when you don't have good friends. Like, I'll be honest. Like me, like if Cody catches me doing something I shouldn't be doing, or if I'm like, let's say I'm like going off and I'm like saying some stuff I shouldn't be saying, like Cody's gonna call me out. Like, that's how it is. Like, Cody knows I'll call him out too, but but that's how it is. Yeah. Like, I mean, if you ain't got people like there to do that, and that kind of goes off like Proverbs 27:17, like iron sharpens iron. Like, if you ain't calling them out and you ain't backing that up, I mean, say you get strong. Say you get strong. Yeah. But I do want to apologize for interrupting Cody's Bible verse.
It's okay. It usually happens when I get
I
my
didn't mean to do that. I had to back out for a second, and I'll explain that after the episode. But thank you guys for tuning in. Go follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you think podcasts might be. We're probably there. And as always, go Cats.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Oh.